MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Blake Snell, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
They're going to have to start calling this guy Blake Nasty. This guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. My opinion, the best stuff for the left side in the game right now. Upper to mid-90s fastball, 95 to 98. Good curveball, good changeup, good slider. He throws any pitch at any time for strikes. He's taken that next step. We're talking about a legitimate Cy Young contender year after year. Blake Snell, as good as anybody in the game right now.
Kevin Biggio is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
A ball and a strike.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate. Hey!
And the changeup is taken for a called third strike, and the leadoff man is gone to begin the ball game.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Stepping in now, Bo Bichette, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, what a dive. Safe. Nearly a highlight reel play, but they'll have a runner on here with one away.
Batting third.
Hey, that's a heck of a job by the shortstop right there for him to range, at least get to that ball and show his pitcher with a diving stop. He's willing to get dirty all day long. Wasn't able to complete the play, but the effort was there.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Bichette, base runner at first with one out. Runners on the move for second. Strike called. Now the throw down is right there as Zunino made that caught stealing look easy.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
That's
Ball two.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
Bases are empty here with two men out. And strike three called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Down in order go the Blue Jays. And now the Rays will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Hyunjin Ryu, a Korean lefty, will be the starter in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Stepping into the box, Yoshitsutsugo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The designated hitter, Yoshi Tsutsugo.
Now the pitch.
Hey.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first three pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the fourth pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
In now, Randy Arozarena. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Heading out towards shallow right. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Batting third, the second baseman, number 8.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Brandon Lau looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
And he fouls this one off. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Nothing in the Tampa first. On to the second now from Tropicana. Still 0-0. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Lourdes Gurriel. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Grichuk, 28 years old. He was selected in the first round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. A full count, 3-2 to Randall Grichuk.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
And that's low, ball 4.
Two ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Next to bat for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. From the stretch.
Count 1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Arozarena is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left.
The third baseman, number 6, Travis Shaw.
So one out here with runners at first and third. And that brings up the left-handed hitter Travis Shaw. From the belt, kicks and deals. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now you want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
At the plate, Jonathan Villar. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Villar is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defense. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Last half of the second set to go, and here comes the first baseman, Nate Lowe.
Nate Lowe.
The pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
0-1.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Biggio is back and he reaches up to put it away for a long out number 1.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Willie Adames.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and up next will be Willie Adames. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, outside.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And that's too high, ball 2. And not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Now the 3-2 pitch is in there. A called strike 3.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Up next for the Rays, Joey Wendell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ryu steps into his windup. Here's the pitch.
Ball, that's in.
Two out, nobody on. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Bichette picks it up cleanly, and he'll get in there safely.
Hey, D-Roll, that's great hustle out of the box right there. Shortstop has to go deep in the hole to make the play, but he was thinking base hit as soon as he made contact.
Yeah, perfect placement right there. He's definitely rewarded for it right there. Nice play by the shortstop. There's not much you can do. You can either plant that right foot and try and come unglued with a throw to first base. You can use the Derek Jeter, try and jump throw, but I didn't think he was going to get him either way.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. In there, and it's 0-2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Fastball, and it's strike 3 called. Oh, that looked inside, but instead it's the 3rd out of the inning. Rays strand just the 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Up next is Danny Jansen, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. This one's down to 3rd. He's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
The right fielder, number 8, Kevin Biggio.
Now at the plate, Kevin Biggio. He went down looking to open up the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Biggio, a native Texan. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
3rd inning, no score to this point. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Fouled off. And another foul ball. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter, the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. First offering on its way.
1-0.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as Kevin Kiermaier settles in to start the inning.
Kiermaier.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball,
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. That evens it up 1-1. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Here now is Mike Zunino as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a solo homer here for Mike Zunino as the Rays move out on top 1-0.
Swing right there, Dan. That had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, when that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
Into the box now, Yoshi Tsutsugo. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 0-1.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-1 to the Rays leadoff batter.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Off speed pitch, good for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Yoshi Tsutsugo becomes the 2nd out in the bottom of the 3rd. Standing in now, Randy Arozarena. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ryu's ready. Here it is on 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. To 2-2 now.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
Line hard to the left side. Ready with another 2-2. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More baseball on the show right after this. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He'll match up with Blake Snell now to lead off the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Too high, 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today he's gone on strikes. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Stepping in for the Jays, Lourdes Gurriel, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And now a pitch on the way.
Ball 1.
The 1-0 home. Taken on the inside corner for strike 1.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Swings through it for strike number 2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Now here's the pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Rendell Grichuk is on deck. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Here's Rendell Grichuk as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Really dotting the corners here with the fastball. 0-2.
Boy, he looks strong up there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order and against the middle of the order too.
And it's fouled away. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They trail this one 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Brandon Lau.
The second baseman, number 8.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Yanked on the ground down the line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Pitch on the way.
Look out, 1-1. Hey! I got the count, 2-2.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 2-2 one more time. Line to the right side. Well, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Nate Lowe.
Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Nate Lowe. He flew out in his last at-bat. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
One out, nobody on. Two and two.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Willie Adames is on deck. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are two away now.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Willie Adames.
At the plate, Willie Adames. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes ball one. Action in the Rays pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. The 1-0 home. And he fouls this one off. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
In now, Travis Shaw. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Heading out towards shallow right. Lau backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
Coming to the plate now, Jonathan Villar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball that's outside. Ball 2.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
The 2-0 is in there for strike 1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Fastball well outside. The 3-1 pitch. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Now batting, Danny Jansen. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Two out with the man at first. Up top, it's 2-0. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
Runners off for second. Fouled off. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Kevin Biggio is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
1-1 the count. Two men are on with two men out. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair. They still trail 1-0. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell.
And leading off for the Rays, the third baseman, Joey Wendell.
First pitch on its way. On the ground to third. Shaw has it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The right fielder, number 15, Manuel Margot.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
1 out, nobody on. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Hit in the air out to center field. Grichuk is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope,
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Count 1-0.
Two out, nobody on. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Too high, and it's 3-0.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. A full count to the Rays center fielder.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 5 innings complete. The Rays lead it 1-0. Now in the box, Bo Bichette. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Looked like a breaking ball there, but it missed badly. 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. work the quadrants.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now the 2-1. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. A payoff pitch one more time. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and gone. He tucked it just inside the foul pole to tie the game. So a solo shot down the line in left as the Blue Jays are even now at 1 run apiece.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Now the Rays manager is going to take that slow walk out toward the mound, and he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So a no decision here this afternoon, as it'll be up to the bullpen from here on out. Aaron Slegers takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 57, Aaron Slegers.
At the plate now, Teoscar Hernandez. As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Base is empty here with nobody out. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Stepping in now, Lourdes Gurriel. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The windup and the 0-1.
That's a ball.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Now here's the pitch. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Randall Griffith.
Now at the plate, Randall Grichuk. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. And the pitch.
The count is 2-1.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
And he fouls this one off. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Yeah, and with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout already. Now he's got to regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
Runner at first following the error. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's set and the pitch.
Hey!
Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Grounded up the first baseline. And that's a fair ball as it's through into right field. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down in the count and drive base hits the other way.
So digging in next will be Travis Shaw, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. No hits to this point. On a line, that's a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, 2-seamer, pitcher, sinker baller, what have you. You're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
So now to the plate, Jonathan Villar. It was a walk in his last trip. He's set. The 0-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. But this will get foul for strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
This is hit on the ground to first. Is he going to get out of this? He is, as he gets the 3 unassisted putout, and that ends the inning. But the Jays are able to tie things up thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. All even now at 1-1. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
And leading off.
Thank you, Heidi. Standing in, Mike Zunino. He'll lead things off for Tampa here in the 6th.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
No balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
To the plate now, Yoshi Tsutsugo. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Throw not in time to get him, and how about that? An unlikely infield single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Randy Arozarena is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And he wastes a fastball high there. 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Into the box now, Brendan Lau, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for Tampa. Score remains tied 1-1. Digging in, Danny Jansen. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a ball line softly down the left field line, but foul.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Fouled off. Now another 0-2.
Nope, that's down.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
Lays off 2-2 now. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
At the plate, Kevin Biggio. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Now here's the pitch.
Ball 3.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
So a runner at first now with 1 away. And in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Count remains at 0-2. Nothing in. Grounded to the right. There's one.
Out.
And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. All tied at 1-1. Stepping into the box, Nate Lowe. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just the single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Willie Adames. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
From the belt, the pitch. And Oh, they won't let him walk that easily, as that's somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. This is on the ground over to first. The second for one, on to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at-bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Joey Wendell. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. This is skied into short left center. Bichette ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. One hit's all they get. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, all tied at 1-1. John Curtis has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 84, John Curtis.
All set for the start of the inning, and next will be the imposing power bat to Oscar Hernandez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
At the ball.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And oh, that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. He's safe. A great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Stepping in now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen, as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Rendell Gritcha. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. From the belt, kicks and deals. The 0-1 pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Two well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Ready with another 0-2. And it's fouled away. Throw over to first, and he's back easily. 0-2 once more.
That's a ball.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. He spoils another one, and will do it again. He'll try it again. 3-2. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he finally wears him down as he strikes him out after a prolonged battle. That was good stuff. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
At the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. One and one. Here it is.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now here's a line drive, and this is going to get down for extra bases. Hernandez heads for the plate. In to score is the runner from first.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. A run for the Jays thanks to the RBI double. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's now 2-1 Toronto. Thomas Hatch is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 31, Thomas Hatch.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Manuel Margot.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he fouls this one off.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Kevin Kiermaier comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
And ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's given the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. So here's Mike Zunino. First pitch of the at-bat. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Looking at his career totals, Zunino has just over 100 career home runs to his credit. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
3-0 to him now. Two out, nobody on. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Yoshi Tsutsugo. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch on its way. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
The 1-2. Weak grounder back to the mound. And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left on. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 2, the Rays 1. Peter Fairbanks enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth.
Fairbanks.
Digging in, Danny Jansen. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Fouled away. The 0-2 once more is taken for ball 1.
2 strikes.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
At the plate, Kevin Biggio. It was a walk in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now the 1-0. Misses above the zone for a ball. Fastball just missed above the zone.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
That one's in there. 3-1.
Yep, 3-1.
Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Bo Bichette will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. First pitch on its way. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. Down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box to Oscar Hernandez. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. 2 balls and no strikes.
No strikes.
One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
That's
And
ball
a
3.
pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3. Lourdes Gurriel would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
3-2 pitch. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Nothing further in the Toronto 9th. Last chance for the Rays. They trail here 2-1. Anthony Bass comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 52, Anthony Bass.
Digging in now, Randy Arozarena. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in a count of 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Into the box now, Brandon Lau. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
1 out, nobody on. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here it comes. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Stepping up now, Nate Lowe. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. The Toronto Blue Jays came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Hyunjin Ryu gets the W on the mound. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Klezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays.
Game 1 Houston Astros 6-3 Minnesota Twins 3-1 final.
For the Rays, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 35 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Game 1 Chicago White Sox 7-9 Oakland Athletics 2-3 final. Game 1 Toronto Blue Jays 8-2 Tampa Bay Rays 1-1 final.